You think you can beat me, Bertha? Well, someone should bring you back down to Earth. Gladly. She leads with Quagsire. And we lead with our Sneasel, Jade. So I'm going to go for an Ice Shard and see how much that does. It's going for a Protect. It's trying to. I'm glad I went for an Ice Shard because it's going to attempt to fool me of my PP. That did not do a lot. This is not a great situation that we're in. I'm going to go for a feint attack because it's going to go for the dig. I'm going to let it do its dig. How much is that going to do to us? Not a lot, hopefully. Okay, that has done a significant amount. Going for a protect again. Okay, let's go for an ice beam again. The protect has failed. Okay, the Quagsire is frozen. This is really good. We're gonna go for an ice shard. Hopefully it stays frozen. Alright, one more ice shard should do it. And it seems like Bertha has decided to go for a full restore, which is going to put us in quite a position now. If it goes for another dig, it's most certainly over. Going to go for another ice beam. The dig is most definitely going to kill us, so we're gonna go for a potion right here. Potion will allow us to live the dig. As the dig is doing just under half. We're going to go for an ice beam here. And finally the Quagsire is down. But the Quagsire isn't our biggest threat, unfortunately. Sudowoodo. So for Sudowoodo, we're going to switch into our Riolu. And we're going to go for a reversal here. I do wish to conserve as much PP as I can conserve. Going for a hammer arm. And that has done a lot to us. I don't believe we live another hammer arm, so we're going to heal up. Oh, gone for an earthquake, which is going to do detrimental damage to us. Alright, that has done a lot of damage to us. This may be a case of us having to sack off our Riolu. If we're going to lose him, we're going to go for a force palm. This isn't going to do enough to kill him. And we have paralyzed the Sudowoodo with incredible RNG. But that hammer arm is sadly going to be enough to do us in. Goodbye, fallen soldier. Now, I have no choice but to go. I'm going to go into our Whisker, I think. I'm going to go into our Barboat. And we're going to go for a Surf. That will be, we outspeed and it'll be enough to take out the Sudowoodo. We are going to stay in for Golem. I know Golem has Earthquake as well. So we're gonna go for a Surf here. And the Surf is an instant KO on what could have been one of her biggest threats. We're going to stay in for the Hippowdon. We are going to go for... It has Sandstorm. And so we're going to go for another Surf. It has done a lot of damage, but the Hippowdon has a berry, which is going to restore a little of its health. The Hippowdon has Earthquake. Very dangerous move. And we're left in the red. We're going to go for a Waterfall now. And the Waterfall has done just enough to take out the Hippowdon. Now we have Whiscash. So we're going to switch back out. We're going to switch into our Jade. And we're running low on ice beams. We're going to go for an ice beam. And we're gonna see how much it does. It certainly won't KO the Whiscash. Unfortunately not. This is not going to be an easy victory for us. And we're left in red health. We're buffeted by the sandstorm. Just 7 health, so I have no choice but to use a potion now. That Aqua Tail is doing quite a bit of damage to us. I am going to go for a Blizzard on this turn. Done a significant amount of damage. This Aqua Tail is going to bring us back into the red, unfortunately. I'm not certain if another Ice Beam is going to kill, but we are going to go for another Ice Beam, one more. If it lives, there's a good chance we are dead. There's a good chance she's going to full restore here. Sandstorm does not affect her, unfortunately. We're going to switch into, this is a tough one. I think we're going to go into our Ghastly, because our Ghastly is going to have Levitate. I'm going to go for a Shadow Ball, and as predicted, she has gone for a full restore. The Shadow Ball has done just under half, a lot more than I was expecting it to do. I'm going to go for another Shadow Ball, which should bring it into the red. As expected, we avoid the Rock Slide. And go for a Dark Pulse now. And with that, we have claimed our second Sinnoh League victory. Well, Bertha, looks like you're grounded.